Hi there, welcome to another video in the Twin Flames Healing Journey teaching series. My name is Molly McCord and I am guiding you through some of the big themes, lessons, and choices that we come to on this path when we have such a strong connection with another person on the planet. In this series, I'm hoping to open you up to your power, your best choices, what you need, and to remember that that is really where you need to source your energy from on this journey. A lot of twin flame energies can be unconsciously or unintentionally focused on the other person's choices. And that is never your power. Your power is in returning to who you are, what you need, and what is best for you right now. The twin flame journey can have unintentional energies of expectations and codependency, because you can be so focused on the other person and what they're doing or what they're not doing that you forget where your power is, which is within yourself. So in this video, I'm going to talk about something that is a big question that many people come to, and it can weigh heavily on your heart. And that question is, should I wait or should I go forward? And typically it is the first person who awakens, who comes to understand this connection, who has more awareness, consciousness, or energy. This is the person who asks this question. And it is typically the divine feminine, not always, but this is just a general interpretation for you. There are many particulars within the twin flame dynamics, but this is about the person who awakens first. You understand this energy. You understand that this is something special, that there is no one else on the planet like this other person. And you see what they're choosing. And perhaps they aren't choosing you, or they aren't aware of their energy. They aren't fully awakened yet. So I'm going to guide you through something in this video that I hope returns you to your power and your best possible choices. I also want you to check in as we go through this visual and this meditation. Check in with how you feel, because how you feel is going to guide you. Now, keep in mind, there is no wrong or right answer. There is no single answer. This is a dynamic experience, and you could feel one thing one day and then feel the opposite the next day. So understand that you're learning about yourself and your needs as you go through this process, and to not be too hard on yourself to have it all figured out, or to be in that place of, I know exactly what I need to do, and then the next day you feel a little bit uncertain. Don't be hard on yourself about that, because this is all part of this experience. It's rarely a straight line. It's more often a zigzag. So I'm going to guide you through a visualization here and a meditation. So I invite you to relax, settle in, get comfortable. You may want to close your eyes. You may want to just be in a place where you can solely focus on the messages from your body as you listen to this information that I'm going to give you. And you listen to what feels right for you, what resonates, and again, where you feel in alignment with your own power and the best choices for you right now. So, what I'd like you to imagine is that you are in a classroom, and you're sitting in a classroom at a desk, pieces of paper in front of you. And in this classroom, there are 4 or 5 other rows of people, more students, and they're all sitting at their desk. There's a teacher at the front of the classroom who has said, okay, please begin. And so everyone starts, and you open to the first page in front of you, and you're taking an exam. And so you start your exam, you go through each question, You flip the page, you're on the second page, you're going through each question, you're answering, you're filling in what you know. Finally, you go to the third page, you're moving along, you understand what this exam is about, you understand what you're here to put down on the paper. And at some point you look up and you look to your right and you see your twin flame connection next to you taking their exam. And you notice that they are still on the first page of their exam. And so you notice this and you think, well, maybe I'll slow down. I'll just go a little bit slower. I'm not going to rush through my answers. And so you do, and you intentionally take your time. Maybe you write longer answers than you normally would, and you just slow down. Finally, you've slowed down enough, and you flip the page to the fourth page, and you're still trying to go slow as you answer those questions, and you look over, and the twin flame is still on the first page. And so you do a big sigh, say, okay, they're just going to take a little bit more time here. You look around at other people in the classroom and you catch that some people are on the second page, some people on the third page. Everyone is going at their own pace. So finally you reach your fifth page. And you see the final answers and you just stop and you think, I can just wait for 5 minutes here. I don't need to rush through this. And you're stalling. Then you finally write out your answers. And again, you're stalling and you then review your answers. You go through every page of your exam. And finally, when you close your exam book and you look up, the teacher sees that you're done. And so you look over at your twin and you see, oh, now he's on the second page. Okay? But you understand that you're done with this exam. So you grab your bag, you pick up your paper, and you go to the front of the room and you hand in your exam to the teacher. She says, thank you very much, in a whisper. And you look over your shoulder and you can see that your twin is still on the second page. So you go out into the hallway and you shut the door quietly behind you to the classroom. And now you're standing in the hallway. And you're stretching and you're adjusting your shoulders and you're perhaps leaning against the wall. And you say, well, I can just hang out here for a little bit. I'm going to look at my phone. I'm going to just wait. And that's okay. And as you're waiting, you have a good intention, but you also have expectations. And your expectation is that they are going to finish relatively soon and be done as well. And so you're waiting 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and you're starting to get hungry. And you would like to get some water. You need to go to the bathroom. And you're starting to feel that waiting has an urgency to it. Because basically you would like to move to something else, but you don't want to leave this person behind. You want to wait for them. You want both of you to walk out together. So you're waiting and you're waiting and you're trying to be patient. And then finally, you're too hungry. You're becoming hangry, in fact, and your temper is getting shorter and you're feeling impatience and even a growing resentment because you think, how long is this going to take? And you try to peer in the classroom window to see what they're doing. Are they even taking the test? Are they just sitting there doing nothing? Where are they? And finally you realize, okay, I have to eat. I need to get something to drink and I need to use the restroom. And so you realize you need to take care of yourself. And you have to meet your core survival requirements, right? Food and water. So you say, well, I guess I can go outside and wait. But that feels like you have a reluctance there. It isn't your first choice because you want to be right there when they're done with their exam. You want to celebrate together. You want to hug. You want to kiss. You want to be like, we did it. Oh my gosh, we're done with this final test. Yay. But you understand as you look at your watch that you have to tend to yourself. So you start walking down that hallway slowly. You're almost not willing to walk. You feel like you're leaving them behind. Perhaps you feel a guilt. Perhaps you feel an anger or a resentment or why are they taking so long? But you know you have to take care of yourself. So you go out through the double doors of the hallway that leads to the outside. And there is sunshine coming in through those double doors, bright light. You walk through those double doors, you're blinded by the light, but you're hit with the fresh air, and you can have a deep exhale, and you're just feeling a relief as well because you recognize yourself. You recognize what you've completed. You're done, right? And you just feel, oh, that feels so good to get some fresh air, to stretch my legs. And as you move further outside, you see the grass, the light, birds are chirping, and you hear the sound of people talking, people laughing, people that are happy and having a good time. And you realize there's so many people out here. I didn't even realize there were all these people out here. And after you realize all the people that are having a good time, that are celebrating, that are content with what they have finished, you go to one of the many food trucks, because of course your favorite food truck is here. You get your lunch, you get something to drink, you go sit on the grass, and you just relax, and you take care of yourself, and you take care of your needs. And as you do so, an awareness comes to you, which is that your exam was 5 pages. But every person in that class had exams of different lengths. And perhaps your twins' exam was 22 pages long, or 13 pages long, or 9 pages long. Because you thought everyone had the same exam, that you thought everyone had the same 5 pages. But every test is really specific to each person. And so you're eating your lunch and this awareness comes to you. And you feel perhaps a sadness, perhaps a grief, perhaps a despair or discouragement because you thought you knew what to expect. And so as you sit here, understanding that you passed your exam, you're done with this test, you're free. You're free to go. A part of you feels that you're in mourning, that there's a loss. Now, another part of you keeps looking at those double doors, and you're just waiting for them to walk through those double doors and come to you and hug you. And so you can feel that there are 2 desires or 2 parts of yourself that you're split. The sense of recognizing you and what you've done for you and wanting them to be there too. Wanting them to be complete with their exam or their tests. But all you can do right now is tune in to your current situation, which is that you are surrounded by many other people who have completed their tests as well. And they're celebrating, they're playing frisbee, they're kicking the soccer ball, they're playing music, they're dancing. I mean, this is a great outdoor celebration that's underway, and you are a part of it. So you finish your food, you finish your meal, and something else comes to your awareness, which is that because every person had a different type of exam, it wasn't the same exam, you understood that you were in a classroom with various soulmates. And these are the people who were working within your same energy themes, your soul lessons, your soul healing, and that these individuals are part of your soul group, just as your twin flame is, and that perhaps you recognize there are other family members there, other people you grew up with from childhood. You are all in that same classroom, taking different tests at different speeds. And because you're the first one done, and you walked out of the classroom and you walked out of those double doors outside, you could feel a responsibility to those other people. But you understand that logically, well, I can't go back in to that classroom and take that test for them. That's theirs to take. That's not even respectful to them. You know they can handle this. You know they can handle what they're going through. And you understand that it's not your responsibility to do anything for them, that they have the power to do what they need to do, to take their exam, and to complete what they need to complete. So you go through that energy, and you go through that cycle, even that logical process, the energy of it and the feelings of it. And then you come back to yourself and where you're at right now. And you start to feel a resurgence of your own power and the fact that you deserve to be celebrated, and you deserve to be recognized, and you deserve to do that for yourself. And that by recognizing yourself and celebrating yourself, it doesn't mean you wouldn't celebrate them when they're done with their exams and they bust out through those double doors. No. But right now, you have to acknowledge how far you've come, what you've learned, and what you've mastered. So you're outside and you realize you want to join the party and you want to celebrate with these other people. And you feel your heart start to open. And first, your heart opens to yourself, in a recognition of yourself, in a recognition of what you've learned and how far you've come, and you're like amazed at what you've healed, and you feel a big, huge love for yourself. And it is so high vibe that you can't help but stand up and you move towards these other people who are out here having a great time. And they say, hey, how's it going? Hi, nice to meet you. They're very welcoming, open arms, hugs. So good to meet you. I haven't seen you before. How are you doing? How is your test? And you start to feel a new kinship with these new people. And these new people are your kindred spirits. These are the individuals who have healed, who have cleared their karmic energies as well, who have understood their soul lessons, who have ascended and awakened. And these are the people who can see you and meet you in the same exact energy. So you're out here on this beautiful summer day, being celebrated and loved and recognized, meeting new people, laughing, and of course they're open. They are open-hearted too. And so meeting new people can be very affirming for your journey, because these are the people who get it and who understand what you've been through, and who can say to you, you know what? My person is still taking their exam too. I get it. And they understand your fears or your expectations. They understand your responsibility, or if you feel any guilt, because you could feel guilt, like, I wish I was slower, that you could help them, that you could do more to support them. But you have to understand that you being out here, celebrating yourself, recognizing yourself, is the best thing to do no matter what. Because you're moving the energy forward. And you have to decide for yourself, how long can you comfortably wait in a hallway? There's no right answer, there's no wrong answer. That's a personal decision for you. You could stay in that hallway as long as you like. That could be years. And then when they come out of that classroom into the hallway, are you annoyed with them? Are you angry with them? Are you pissed off because they took so long? Right? What has developed within you? That's energy you have to clear, because what you're doing is you're basically harnessing expectations to them. But everyone moves differently. And you have to release yourself. Release yourself of the expectations or codependency on them. So yes, you can wait in the hallway as long as you want, if that choice feels right for you. Or you can move down that hallway, go outside, and see what awaits as you continue to move forward on your path. You will meet new people, there will be different connections. And one thing you'll know as you move forward, if that's what you choose to do, is that you'll meet kindred spirits, but no one will take the place of that twin flame connection. There is no one who can duplicate it. There's no one who can step in and take it. There's no one else that would fill that spot in your heart. And so it's not about the comparison of another person. It's about the honoring of yourself. And honestly, you could turn around at any moment and that individual could still bust through the doors. But what you've done is freed yourself from expectations of them or attachments to them in the way that's best for you, that makes you feel powerful, that makes you feel strong in your choices and in believing in what is best and right for you. And that's really where your power is. There are cycles of healing that happen in this journey. And there's different cycles that are always moving around us. And you can always reconnect at a different time. They can always speed up. They could quantum leap. They might have an exam with 22 pages, and maybe the first 4 pages are really hard, and they speed through the rest. They can quantum leap, quantum learn. So understand that anything is possible, but your power is in what you choose. And you have to trust what's right for you, and you have to understand that moving forward can actually be the best choice for you and for them. So, trust what feels right for you right now. Trust where you feel your energy rise, your power increase, what feels good. And know that making the choice that's best for you doesn't cut them off, doesn't shut them down or shut them out. In fact, it can make for a healthier reconnection at another time. And you want to recognize yourself and honor yourself and love yourself for what you have completed across all lifetimes, all cycles of healing, and to understand that no matter what you do, you will be supported. So should you choose to wait, that is a choice and you would be supported. Should you choose to move forward, that is a choice and you would be supported. Because there is no right or wrong, there's only what's best for you, and only you can decide that, my friend. So I hope this visual has been beneficial in understanding where your power is, in understanding your responsibility is to yourself. If you haven't already done so, please listen to my other videos where I talk about the soul wounds and the soul healing, as well as the energy that is being healed for family programming and family conditioning. Please listen to any of those videos that would help heal you. I believe this information can help set you free. And thank you for sharing these videos in your Facebook groups, in the Twin Flame community, the Twin Flame Collective, so they may benefit other people. I will see you in the next video in this series. And until then, namaste, my friends.